Hey folks, how's it going? It's Brian here from Bike Hike Camp Ireland. So today I'm going to do a quick video on trekking poles, common problems with them and how to maintain them to ensure that you get a long life out of them and that they work properly for you when you're out in the mountains. So a common problem that you get with all of these types of trekking poles is they get really stiff and they get hard to open them after a while, and that's due to kind of a build-up of grit and dirt, and also if they get wet, they stop functioning properly and they become really hard to use. So I'll show you a couple of tips and tricks that you can do to make life a bit easier for yourself. Okay, so here I am using 600 grit wet dry sandpaper. And basically what I'm doing is I'm washing out the inside of the trekking pole. So you can see there, I'm literally just pouring water into it. I'm forming the wet dry sandpaper into a kind of into the same sort of shape and popping it into the inside of the trekking pole. And then all that's just going to do is it's going to just help clean out any grit or anything like that that's inside there in the inside of the trekking pole. Okay, so here you can see there's kind of oxidization on parts of the trekking pole. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the sandpaper again on that. I'm going to wash them, and then I'm going to use the sandpaper just to kind of smoothen those rough bits out. So I'm just washing it and then having a quick feel to see where there might be kind of coarse bits on it. And then I just put the sandpaper on it again, and I run the water into the inside of the trekking pole. And again, just get your sandpaper, roll it up, pop it on the inside of the trekking pole, and it cleans out any bits of dirt or grit or any sort of oxidization that might cause the pole not to function properly. Okay, so once you've done any bit of sanding, just give it a good old rinse out. Here again, I'm just checking a section of the pole here. So this is all kind of oxidized and it gets scratched over time. I've had these poles for a good 10 years, and occasionally, not all the time, I don't do this, but I'll do it every 6 months. Every time I feel like that the poles are kind of catching and getting a bit stuck, like. So again, I'm just finding the rough bits on it, giving them a sand with the wet dry sandpaper, and then I'm just rinsing it off each time. And then when I'm done that, I just run my hand along it and see where any other rough bits are. And like I said, I've had these trekking poles for at least 10 years, so they owe me nothing. But by doing this, you'll keep your trekking poles in play for way longer. Again, just rinse it all off, and once you've rinsed it off and done that to all the sections of trekking pole, then just let them dry, let them drip dry. And never ever oil your trekking poles, because if you do, they don't work. So this is the best thing to do. Just let the two of them dry there. Right, so once your walking poles are dry, keep your right hand pole or your left hand pole, keep all the parts together. Don't mix them up. So exactly like that. These are all bone dry now. You see that opens and closes way easier now, and same with that. That's one. So final tip that's very handy is a bit of duct tape and a bit of reflective tape on the walking poles, which are great.